Yo, it's Rob J, Motivational Mondays. I want to talk to y'all about a question that's been very helpful for me. It allows me to be bold, act on things. And that question is simply, what is the worst that can happen? You see, this question puts a lot of things in perspective. It's this question that really allows me to be bold, send Grammy Award winners my music, approach iconic venues about, booking me to perform there. Even this week, I just, was on Twitter, hit up a, very famous actor who's, supported me in the past. But, this guy's busy making, $50 million films. I hit him up like he was my best friend. Hey, I got a new project dropping, man. I might need you to host it. What's the worst that can happen? He's gonna not host a project that he was already not hosting. And I approach people about listening to my music. What's the worst that gonna happen? You gonna not listen to something that you already not listening to? To my single young men out there, apply it to them. You see a pretty girl, go ahead and holler at her. What's the worst that can happen? She's gonna not give you some loving that she was already not giving you. So it's a good question to keep with you. If you can ask yourself what's the worst that can happen, and you can't come up with any tangible result that's going to cause you any pain or cause you any loss, go ahead and move and take action. So that's Rob J, Motivational Mondays. Remember, this week, ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? And take action on those goals. Peace. It's Rob J, back here for another Monday Motivation. Got another question this week that I always ask myself that really helps me out. And that question is, why not me? It's good to apply. It applies to virtually any area of life. For me in particular, being an artist and everything. If magazine's gonna have to write about somebody, why not me? Venue's gonna have to book someone, why not me? Basically, when you take it and you look at it like that, it makes you realize that like these people aren't doing you no favor, regardless of what opportunity you're looking for. Somebody's gonna get that opportunity, and kind of when you embrace the fact that someone's gonna get it, it just kind of brings it back down to reality that, hey, I can be that someone, because they have to give it to someone. You're not going to wake up one day, or in my field, I'm not going to wake up one day and the radio don't play anybody. I'm not going to wake up one day and Billboard magazine just put out a blank magazine. They're going to continue talking about different people and whatever field you're in. There's going to continue being a need for people to be highlighted, be promoted, get new opportunities. So why not you? So just a thought to keep with you as you face your challenges this week. Monday Motivation, and y'all stay tuned for more. What's up? It's Rob J. We back at it for another Motivational Monday. I grew up in a neighborhood in Houston called Fawn Meadow, neighborhood full of athletes. Some of them playing professionally today. Sports was really a big deal in my neighborhood, probably the biggest deal, probably above anything else. And we all played everything. In the fall we played, in the fall we played football. In the winter we played basketball. In the spring we played baseball. In the summer we ran track. Even sports that we wasn't playing organized. We'd throw on boxing gloves and try to box each other. We'll go to the pool and try to race each other in swimming. Sports were a big deal, and we played sports seasonally. So like I said, each season we were playing a different sport. My crew within the neighborhood probably would have consisted of me, my friend Shane, my friend Drew, my friend Jason, and my friend Chris, and as well as Vincent. All my friends did this. The whole neighborhood was seasonal athletes, played based on the season. There was one person who didn't play seasonally, and that was my friend Chris. All he played was baseball. During the winter baseball, spring baseball, summer baseball. You fast forward 15 years later, and while we were getting 4 months of baseball every year, he was getting 12 months. Well, now we're grown, and me and my friends, we share stories about how cold we were back at Westbury Little League, different things that happened while we were playing in Pop Warner football, and he's a starting center fielder for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Got to pick one thing. The days of the jack of all trade are gone. Most people that are great were great at one thing first. It's one of the things like I've had to learn and accept is that I can't be a film director, screenwriter, rapper, actor, philanthropist, book writer, everything at the same time. I have to pick one thing that I'm going to really master and execute, and let that one thing open up all the other doors. You know, a lot of things, like my friend who just stuck with baseball, if he decided he wanted to get into music tomorrow, he probably could have a lot more success than most artists because he has the resources from his one thing that he did really well. Puffy started with one thing. You know, everybody, most great entrepreneurs, even the ones that have multiple things going on, started with one thing. So anyway, that's the message I wanted to share this Motivational Monday. If you got a lot going on, just channel it down to one thing that you can master and let that one thing open up the door for everything else you're trying to do. It's RobJ.com, Motivational Mondays. Appreciate it. It's Rob J, Motivational Mondays. Today, I want to talk about letting people in. You know, it's one thing I had to deal with. I see this too with a lot of fellow artists, entrepreneurs. Like, I know it's your dream, you know, it's your vision and everything, but in order for that to grow, you got to let other people nurture it with you and be a part of it. Sometimes we hold our dreams a little too close. Even I tell you a story, a good friend of mine who I'm now working with, artist who I feel like is awesome. I've been wanting to work with him since probably last November, December. But at that point, when it was all about, hey, can you do this for me? You know, it never really you know, got started. But when it became a part of, you know, hey, you want to be a part of this thing, you want to be a part of this art life thing, and it became a collective, collaborative effort, progress and everything happens. So when you let people in, you really allow your stuff to move a lot faster. So, you know, stop hogging your dream to yourself. You got friends and people in your life that want to help you get there a lot faster than you can on your own. Peace. Rob J, Motivational Monday. What's up? It's Rob J, Motivational Mondays. We are at the halfway point of 2012, and this year's man, it's been off to a really, really good start. I feel like this first 6 months it's been a year's worth of work. So it's a good halfway point to evaluate things. But what I talk to you about today on this Motivational Monday is a brief story. I was driving the other day, and there was a little construction going on. So they had this little dude, and he was standing out there. He had on an orange vest, he had on a hard hat, and he had a sign that said "Stop and Slow." So what happened was there was only one lane that both sides had to go through. So he would go to one side, he would stop them, and they would come back to the other side and do this to keep the traffic flowing. This dude wasn't no police officer. This dude wasn't no employee of the city. This dude had no qualifications to dictate to residents when they should stop and when they should go. But what he did have was belief. Because he had on his vest, his hard hat, and his sign, he felt like he had the authority to tell people when to stop, when to go. And he was doing it, blowing his whistle, hey, you stop there, come on, you go there, and people were doing it. The second part is people treated him the way he saw himself. So this Motivational Monday, let's kind of focus on self-concept. That's one thing I've been noticing too. The better I feel about myself, the better people feel about me. I had a performance at I was at my friend's wedding this weekend, and we were all performing, and I got a chance to perform one song. You know, I was a little tipsy, so I just acted like I was a rock star, and people kind of got crunk, like they was watching a rock star. So, you know, put out the energy about yourself that you want other people to put out about you. It's Rob J, Motivational Monday. It's Rob J, back for another Motivational Monday. Today I wanted to talk about activity. In life, chasing a dream is like being in a boxing match. You know, you can only win by throwing punches. So, you know, it doesn't matter if I'm fighting Mike Tyson. If he's not throwing any punches and I'm throwing a couple hundred, I have a chance. As long as I'm swinging, I have a chance. So like in chasing your goal, you gotta stay active. Perfect example. Right now, I don't have a solo album out that's ready to be promoted, so what am I doing? I'm out hype manning. I'm out in support mode. I'm doing photography for my homeboys at their shows, but I'm still in the mix. And off of being in the mix and just being around, I'm still getting opportunities, new things are happening, new fans are coming across because I'm staying active. You know, if I put my guard down and feel like, hey, I don't have anything personally to promote, I don't have anything out there, I'm just going to chill, you know, guess what? I'm chilling. You know, a guy told me last week, you know, recruiting, which in this field, looking for fans and building opportunities, you know, recruiting is like shaving. You know, if you don't do it every day, eventually you're going to wake up looking like a bum. So you got to stay active. Stay active on your dream. Every day doing something. You don't always have to be front and center. Sometimes having an attitude of servitude to somebody else who maybe is a little more ready, it gets you the same results as if you were already out there doing it. So this week, let's just focus on being active. Peace. It's Rob J. I'm back with another Motivational Monday. I want to talk to y'all about something that is very important, and that is this: taking immediate action. My homeboy Flaws came to me with an idea. Let's do a project last June 1st. By June, we took immediate action. Started that day. By June 14th, it was done. I talked to y'all about a project I'm doing with Kevin Nottingham. Justin, I emailed him maybe 2 weeks ago. Project is done. It has to be, post-production, but it's done. When you have these ideas, you have to move quick, because ideas, they like food. You can go buy all the groceries in the world. You just let them sit in your refrigerator, mold and other stuff's gonna be in there. Now, granted, there are ideas that take a little bit of planning or something like that to really put into action, but in general, you have to move now. So Motivational Monday, this week we're gonna focus on taking immediate action on these goals, ideas, stuff that we have in our brain. A good book to start with, which I'm about to start, is called The Lean Startup, and it kind of builds on that same thought. Peace. RobJ.com. It's Rob J. We're back. Another Motivational Monday. What I want to talk to y'all about today is paying full price. Anything you want in life, there's gonna be a price, but you gotta pay the full price. If the results to get doing P90X say that you have to do 90 days, you can't do 89. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I had a publishing deal set up. Now I did the work, recorded the music, did the networking, found a publishing company, but because I had to write the lyrics to every song and fill out a bunch of paperwork every time I wanted to just submit one song to get licensed, I didn't act on it. So basically it slowed down my opportunity because I didn't pay full price. I had another friend of mine, he shot an amazing video. I'm talking about a cold video. Now he did the work to find a director, came up with a treatment, shot a cold video, has a nice buzz, but he didn't have his video on MTV and on networks because it required him to put the video on a mini DV tape. So I'm saying that in both of those examples, all the hard work was done, but full price wasn't paid. If what you want costs $100, you can't pay with $99.99. So this week, Motivational Monday, we're gonna focus on paying full price. Peace.